Let's talk about De'Aaron Fox, man.
Yeah, rough time. Rough go-around for De'Aaron Fox. He goes to the finals, and he just has multiple places where boneheaded plays, but also just not good. Not what you pay for.
You know what my dad said that was very funny but kind of true? He was kind of like, that's the result of like being brought up in a not good system. Where he's never really been in a place where he's had to be too critical. Not to say that De'Aaron Fox is just like a dummy, because he's a very good basketball player. He also was dealing with the ankle sprains and different things. But that, as much as he's a vet, these are his first moments in these situations too.
Yeah, he's almost like learning too.
Yeah. So I think that gets forgotten because he's in year 7 or 8 already. But
that ankle had to be really bad, or maybe it's also just him kind of losing a step, because there were several times where I thought he could have kind of at least got past his defender, or times where he did get to the rim in a kind of a blur. It felt like it was a little bit of a rare thing to see. Like, I felt like the announcer would kind of bring it up, and it's something you just didn't hear like you did in the past.
Even then, it didn't feel like he was actually a blur anymore.
No, it seemed like he settled a lot more so than what we're accustomed to seeing.
I also like Iman Shumper's perspective about it. Not saying that I agree completely, but it is an interesting perspective. Well, I don't know if y'all saw what he said after the game about, like, obviously De'Aaron Fox wasn't very good, but some of that has to go to Mitch Johnson for continually putting him in a position for him to look this bad.
that was a question I'm about to ask y'all, not Mitch Johnson, but it should have been, I guess, him included. But coming off the cusp of what we just said about Wemby, how much do you look at De'Aaron? Because, like, if we're saying Wemby was shying away from shots, the ball then, De'Aaron Fox by default has to be put in a spot where it's like, oh, well.
Yeah, I do kind of look at it.
Because you're not going to ask
all
Champagne,
De'Aaron Fox, but I do look at some of the guards and some of the role players. Like, if they did help him out in that moment, it could have just been a small difference, because it was really the story of the series is fourth quarters. The rest of the, like, they could take care of the Knicks 1 through 3, but the fourth quarter, they just needed somebody to kind of step up and especially the guy that's getting paid the most money. You need those guys, and that's what you see on the other side. You see the big players make the big-time plays for the Knicks.
Yeah. Dylan Harper was making plays.
Yeah, it was.
He was even hitting threes.
He had a turnaround jump shot. I was like, oh, my gosh, we might not win this. He hit that shot. I said, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's a ridiculous player.
I remember in game 4, he hit OG with a nasty move on that baseline where he hit him with another spin, fading jumper, and OG kind of stumbled a little bit. I was like, oh, man. And it was kind of like the ease one of them Knicks runs that they had went on to cut into that 29-point lead, too. But, I mean, for the Spurs' sake, they also got to look at this and say, we really was in all of these games.
I think the number is that they led 78% of the total minutes in the series.
Yeah, like, that's crazy.
But, like, that's not how you win basketball games.
Yeah, no, that's not how you win basketball games. But I also feel like the Spurs do this thing where, like, they come out hot, and then they just kind of go cold, and then they're like
the best first quarter team I've ever seen. Whether it be this series or last series versus OKC, they always was up by 10 to 15
Is it just because
points.
when we get tired?
I think, I talked to, again, Ryan Archidiakono about this as well, because I truly think that conditioning ended up being one of the biggest swing factors in all of this.
Yeah.
Right? There is a Roommates episode from a while ago that Jalen Brunson is asking Josh Hart, or Josh Hart's asking Jalen Brunson, what is my biggest complaint? And he's like, I wasn't getting enough minutes. And then he asked him again, like, what was my biggest complaint by the end of the season? He said, I was getting too many minutes. So guys like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, let's just name those three on top of some of the other guys. I would be completely comfortable, even though it's not good practice, for them to play 48 minutes a game if you need them to. Jalen Brunson had multiple games where he did not play. Oh, he did not come out of the fourth quarter, like in the second half at all.
Yeah.
And I think that conditioning turns when you look on the other side, where Wembanyama is a 30-point per game, 30-minute per game player in the regular season, and it's like in the postseason, we need 44 for you, big fella. It's just unrealistic. And then he, again, down the stretch, is just tired. Something like he legit had defensive woes in the fourth quarter.
He's damn near the only player that had that big. It would be like Mitch Robinson going from 16, 18 minutes to playing 34. Yeah. It would just be like, what
that goes back to the question.
Hard for a dude that's 7'5", with all that, like, he's so big, like, he's huge. It might be hard for him to actually play that many minutes.
Yeah, how much is it to invest into like the backup then? Even though you're gonna have a superstar center,
You gonna bring this back up, Mike?
I think it is because
Think about my conversation to you then.
even if it's not a center though, what if it's a power forward at least a
Like a guy that can run
switch
some small
guy?
ball.
Yeah.
I think they can use some more size on the team for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's in the hypothetical world where money does not exist, trades don't exist. What backup center would be better than Luke Cornett in your mind? Don't think about money or trades. Just like this backup center.
That was a rock star signing for them.
It was.
And he was great in the regular season.
And also you have to consider, Mike,
Isaiah Stewart.
what backup center is going to be good enough to make you feel comfortable with not having that guy on the floor in that
He
moment?
don't have to be amazing, but at least Luke Cornett couldn't buy him minutes in the playoff time. He literally couldn't buy him minutes.
Because of how good Wemby is.
But it's also because he couldn't move his feet on the perimeter, which you could definitely, even if you're not going to get a Wemby.
Is that really what it was? I just feel like
he was getting blow past every time.
Oh, I saw
They
us
were
going
bringing
at
him out
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
paint.
he was dropping most of them times.
I just thought, he just didn't have the same rim
because
protection
he's
as
not
Wemby.
Wemby.
I think it's more realistic that they get some bigger fours on the team that can run small ball.
Some
fives.
actual fours. They don't have any fours.
Yeah, legitimately.
Yeah, because Keldon Johnson is technically their 4, but he's
And
like
then
Julian
6'4".
Champagne.
is
Those are
also-
small
yeah.
fours, really, sliding down.
And they've been okay with that, obviously, because Wembanyama's so ridiculous. But like now you think about the team construction part, I think that is something they got to invest in this offseason. I don't know who that could be, because it does feel like mid-level fours don't exist too much, because every mid-level four is somebody that really is a 3 that's been running for. Like Rui Hachimura is on the market. He's more of a 3 that's running 4 versus a 4 that's running 3.
For sure.
Bro, I was looking because we were talking about.
I'm still waiting to hear the backup center.
He said Isaiah Stewart.
I did
what the
say,
hell is he going to do?
You're not getting Isaiah Stewart.
No, we said
Yeah,
forget about the likelihood of getting him. I mean,
Yeah.
he would be better than Luke Cornett. I would agree
Easily.
there, just as a rim protector.
But he's still going to – I don't know.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.